Good morning. This is Judy from Artistic Artifacts, and we are located in Alexandria, Virginia. And we hope that you are having a safe summer. I know Debbie came through the East Coast, and so we're kind of wet up here, but we hope everybody else is safe and sound. We have August is when all the fabric gets delivered. It seems to, there's certain points in the year where it comes in. Right now, we are adding new fabrics every day to our website. For if you want to stay on top of that and don't receive our newsletter, please sign up for it on our website, artisticartifacts.com. And that will get you into the newsletter, and that'll let you know what's new, what's coming in, what's on sale, and all of the above.
I
So
noticed that there were new things added to the sales section
there
yesterday.
are. We went through some fabrics and added some new fabrics. We have some books and patterns. Yes, the sales section gets added to all the time. So keep your eyeballs peeled, and then you got to look at the new section, the sales section, the everything. So
Well, Naya, are you still in the Philippines? The purple balloons were from our 990 event.
Yes, Naya, you would love the purple balloons. We didn't slip that past you at all. All right, so we do still have some spaces in Seth's lecture and his class on Saturday. So if you have any interest, Seth Apter will be launching his second fabric line with us in September. It's online.
Fabulous.
Oh my gosh, Chris has been looking at it. She's had a sneak peek.
I'm actually working on a sample.
Yes, that's great. Okay, so we are starting. We have our drawing for our $50 gift certificate, and it is happening once a week during the Mid-Atlantic Shop Hop. So again, thank you for those people. We have had some really travelers that have come quite a far way, and it's really pretty awesome. So let's see here. I'm going to pick Glenda Martin, Kansas City, Missouri. You came from a far way, Glenda, so you will have a $50 gift certificate assigned to you. And since we, kind of have a trend going where we do more than one, I'm still going to do more than one. Thank everybody for taking the time to fill these out for us. Susan Morgan, Fredericksburg, Virginia, a little bit closer. So Susan, you will receive a $50 gift certificate as well. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate your participation, and thank you very much for coming to do that. Okay, so last week we talked about gel press printing, and I got a little carried away because I went home and printed another couple of layers on the samples that I gave you. So we did some one-offs, and then I went through and tried a little bit of experimentation. So this has, my mic is off. Okay. Hold on. Where's the button? Oh, there's the button. Okay, I'm green again. Okay. Well, like, not green, but green. Anyway, so this is kind of an example. We just printed on paper. We did a little bit of printing on fabric, but today I'm going to talk a little bit about paper. And then, we have all this stuff, these great, fabulous papers, and what do we do with them? So I felt that if I talked to you and showed you some ATCs, which are artist trading cards, have been in practice for quite a long time, and show you a couple of ATCs that I made with the printing.
I have no idea what's going on with it.
Okay. So I just need to talk louder.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. With technology, there's always hiccups. So he took the end out, though. He says it's not working at all. You want to try this one?
Try that one.
Okay. I can talk really loud. You don't want to do that. So, okay. Are we good? We think, maybe, kind of? All right, ATCs. Oh, that's this scanner. Or that. So, I took this page. Don't worry about that. I took these 8.5 by 11s. Now, some of you can work with a paper cutter. I work with a ruler and a rotary cutter. So I have a rotary cutter that I just mark for paper when I think about it. And that's how I measured my ATCs. So ATCs are the size of a gift card, their size of a playing card. And a lot of them at the beginning were actually created with the playing card being the base for them. At least that's what we did here. So I have been collecting ATCs, early 2000s. And sometimes I share them with people who have placed orders with us, and I put them in orders. Then I keep them. So let me show you this funky thing. I'm sorry, it's old. I got it a long time ago. It actually got caught with a little bit of damage. I kind of had to wire the bottom together, but it didn't work. But okay, anyway, you get the ideas. So most of all of these cards are doubled. So I have a card on the front and I have a card on the back. And so I just have them. And some people who have been to the store, I usually leave them out. And so everybody has an opportunity to see them, but I'm not trading from here. These are all ones I received. So we're going to keep them going, but it is fun. I like to put them on my bulletin board because they're very inspirational, and they're just really kind of cool. So it's a very creative business card. So on the back, so Sharon's really good because, and you know Sharon, she's our word girl. So on the back, she's named it, she's put the date on it, her name, and that she's done 14 of 15, and then she tells you why she did her piece. Me, I'm lucky I get my name on the back. So, yeah, see, here's an Ellen Taylor one, did some beautiful birds, and Ellen's like me. She's got the name, she's got her date, and then she has the number of them. So a total of 20, and this is number 18. They are kind of a limited edition. This bird was hand drawn, and we used to have stamps that we could get that would give you this, but unfortunately that business isn't around anymore. Look at these little cute ones Caitlin did that are little paper dolls because she knows I like paper dolls. They're really adorable. And I love the little, so she put her name, her initials, and a date on there. They're fun. All right, and then look at, the Crystal comes up with some really interesting ones. Look at this. So here is an ATC, and this has got Ute on it. I think it's a kind of like an embossing powder that melts. She's made a little holder, a penny for your thoughts, crystal fan, yep, Ute powder, and fresco tint, which fresco tint is, we sell here. It's pretty fun. So you can, let's see, oh, this is another Crystal one. Crystal comes to our jams, and we do an ATC swap at jams. So this was Betsy True. It's another one, but I love the fact that she had the open. All right, so it's not limited to just a card. Where's another one? Here's a circular one and another one. So at our jams meetings on the third Sunday of the month, they do artist trading cards at the beginning of the meeting. So that's kind of where my collection came from. All right. So any questions so far? No. All right. So we're going to put all of these samples over here. Okay, so I will tell you that this is an old book. You probably can find it used. and it was written by Pokey Bolton, and it gives you some suggestions and ideas for artist trading cards. So they're it's fun to just look through and see there. But I'm sure you can find it in the used book on the market.
We do now have a question.
Uh-huh.
What size are the cards?
2.5 by 3.5. Yes, that's a good question. Sorry, I'm caffeine deficit today. Yes, so playing card size or gift card size, 2.5 by 3.5. All right, so I started with this. I cut it up, and then I did a couple of other things. This one I found, I don't know if you know what, it's German scrap, and it comes in a sheet. And I don't know, now that I look at these, they look a little busy, but these birds are German scrap, except for I copied them. I put them on a color copier, and I copied them. So here's my background. I put a little bit of fabric in there because, you know, I have to. And I put a velvet leaf. So even though the background is pretty busy, and then I used soft gel. So can you grab Chris? I like soft gel, not matte medium for my glues, but you can use Crafters Plus, you can use soft gel. And then this is, your gift card is your glue tool. It's what it does, and it's like magic when you figure this out. So you're putting the glue on and you're scraping it so that you're not getting blobs. And this has some body to it. It's not watery like matte medium. And I don't care if it's gloss, matte, I don't care. It's just soft gel is what's important to me. And then Crafters Plus is another glue. But you're putting it on here and you're scraping it so that the glue is even and not blobby. You know, when you used to use Elmer's glue, it just kind of blobbed out. So these are the best tool that you can get. So this is just with different things that I had. And what we'll do is I'll have Sharon scan this, and we'll have that as a download for the newsletter this week. So that was one that I did, was using mixed media pieces. Then the other one, you know, I like block prints. So I got into a circle thing. I like circles. I just love that piece, that shape. So this is a couple of layers. This was using a stamp that had circles on it on the base. Then I had block printed with paint onto tissue paper. So the idea of the tissue paper is that you can see through to the next. The tissue paper dissolves, or when you put it, and I put gel medium. This is why I like gel medium. If you use a matte medium, it's going to cut and tear the paper. If you use gel medium, you can actually still handle it a little bit. Then I have some silk paper, which we did on a previous Facebook Live. And again, I just hand cut circles out. You guys in the paper business have these little punches and things. I haven't caught up to you on those yet. But so that's just showing the back gel print, block print, and silk paper. All right. Any questions so far? No. All right. It all started with using the gel press to print. It just is amazing. So this one I didn't get done yet, but we have these on the website, I hope. And they're they're price tags from the grocery store. So this is again another one where I printed the this is like 3 or 4 layers, and she talks about the gel press book, and it's so great. Chris, we need the book again. All right, so I printed gel press 3 layers. Then I took a stamp. That's one of my favorite sayings because, as you guys know, I like to go take tours and travel and have you join me in India and Italy and Indonesia. So then what I'm going to do is then the words become background. And I thought, oh, well, okay, think of opposite colors. So I'm going to put these on here. And then I ran out. So I stopped and I had to come get a pack of my price tag. So I'm going to finish these. So the writing, this is with a stamp and a stays on pad. I like stays on. We'll do a whole Facebook Live on inks and things, but I like that because it dries very fast and it's alcohol based. And then the words actually become just texture and pieces in there. All right. I really got going on these, and I have not been keeping up on my ATCs, but they are really great. So I'm going to show you this book. So this is the first book that I've seen that really is a comprehensive beginning to intermediate printing with a gel plate, and then a great mixed media artist with how she uses those printed pieces there. And then we put together recently a little beginner kit that has a small gel plate, 3 small sample bottles of our paint, a brayer that works with this, and then a little bit of paper, some tags and things. So this is all here ready to go for you to try it. So that's what we wanted to do. You know, when you come and you look in the store, there's like 10, 15 different types of sizes of gel press and where do you start and all that kind of stuff. So that was what we were trying to do. We think it's a great gift, a wonderful project for all ages, and it makes it a little bit smaller and manageable. So that we thought was a good idea. So that's what we're doing there.
It's a good travel one.
Yeah, it is a good travel one. Here, okay, I'm going to give you that. We do have many different stamps, and we have lots of inks. So we just, talking about the sales section, I pulled these just out of the sale. So we have 4 or 5 different types of stamps that we have here. And then we have, we tend to keep up with Gwen LaFleur and Seth Apter's stamps because those are the teachers that teach here. And so we have a great number of them. We buy from Paper Artsy, which this is, you know, I told you about the block printed tissue paper. This, if you don't want a tissue paper block printing, this works. Or we have some Tim Holtz. That's actually on sale. That would work as well. You could cut those out and put them in there. Okay. So the next one I want to show you is, this is, oh, Chris, I need scissors. Sorry. This is working with foils. And what you have to do, thank you, is that you need to adhere the foil overnight. So we use this Deco foil, and I did put it here. I don't know if you can see it, but I used a stamp. I've used a stencil, and I used my card. So I laid the stencil down, and I put the glue on like this. All right. So then I left it overnight to dry, which is enough to make you crazy, but you have to. And then I'm going to cut.
You like instant gratification.
I do. It's like, oh, fast. Come on. I'm going to cut this piece. And I'm going to put it. So let me think of it. Okay, so when you place it, here's my glued surface, color side up. And because I just don't do things one at a time, I'm going to cut another one. Where's that? Color side up. And this is where it gets really fun. So I've got it in paper. I'm holding it here. And I'm now going to use, maybe I'm going to use, well, it's definitely hot. This is different than mine at home. Which way do we use this?
You feed it in this side.
This side? Sorry, I should have brought my one from home. I don't think so. Oh my goodness, can you believe this? What does the direction say? When all else fails, read the directions. Oh, yay, got it. So we obviously use this for signs and stuff at work, but I did buy myself an inexpensive one from Staples, a laminator. And because it is really fast and it makes this whole process of foil work so much quicker.
So if you didn't have the laminator,
you can rub. You can actually take a spoon and put it on the surface and rub it, and it's
what
will
about
work.
A heat gun?
I don't know if a heat gun will work.
Question from Naya.
Yeah.
She usually does an hour. Has it been remade?
An hour? Oh, no. I think if it works for an hour, it's fine. You're good. All right, so here we go. See, you can see how it's been heated. So basically the process is to reactivate the glue. Put the foil so the color is down, and then peel it off. So the reactivated glue holds this foil. Did a couple more where there's this one. So I have a few more that I can do. Here's this one. So the other thing I want to tell you how I did this was I put 4 together like this, and then I put the stencil down kind of wonky, but I was able to glue 4 of them at a time. So I did not apply the stencil individually. I let it cross over. Does that make sense? So I would have done I would have put the stencil this way, and then I would have applied the glue. Wow, that's a nice stencil. 994 Modern Art Circles. Might need to get that one. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So foil is wonderful. It
Naya
is
says
easy.
an hour has always worked for her.
Okay, cool. All right.
She uses it a lot, so that's a
good thing to know. Awesome
information. Thanks, Naya.
All right, so here's, you can get these foils in solid colors, which the blue is solid, but then there's also rainbow colors, and it will work the same way on fabric as it does on paper. So when I do the next ATC will be on fabric. That won't be next week, because next week we have the foot, the ruffler foot. Okay, let's see. Then we have, here, this one. I really got stuff done. It was like so nice. This is, again, this was a little trickier learning curve. So I haven't worked with this a whole lot. It's stencil butter. And the colors are absolutely fabulous. It's wonderful. Again, I cut my gift card in half and I used it to apply it. Now, it is softer and it moves faster than molding paste. So it needed a little less pressure. And you can see where I got too much pressure and mushed it out and where I did a little better. But, you know, standing from a galloping horse, it's really not a problem. So,
this one down in the corner.
Yeah. So that is really, I mean, the colors are fantastic. It's very soft. You actually could put it over it as a complete surface, use it like a paint. But but I did use a stencil. And again, I did it and I set it overnight. So that is stencil butter foil. And you didn't do anything on the bottom.
So Naya says that another fun thing to do is to take a drawing or a print to a copy machine laser jet. Oh, it has to be a inkjet.
Inkjet.
The foil is attracted to the carbon when you run the copy through the laminator.
Great.
Thanks, Naya.
All right. So one of the things that we have here is we have a collection of black and white prints. So some of these are very small. They're vintage pictures from all over the world. And you could take them and put them on a copier and use them as your ATCs too. I found this really cute picture of a little girl on a bicycle. That's from my family. And I didn't get my ATCs made with her. But this is a really great ATC product. Here we have some new washi tapes these are called stamp rolls because they're the size of stamps. I think it's brilliant. And this is the matte tint that we saw on a previous. I think this is matte tint too.
So someone's suggesting a class using all these different products for ATC cards.
Okay. Sounds like fun.
I'd take it.
I know. Okay.
Just need to find time on her calendar.
Yeah, just got to book me, but that sounds fun. All right, I have one more to show you. Well, actually, I have two more to show you. All right, so I kind of got carried away with stamps. Okay, yeah, I have a class I have to teach today. It's not on ATCs. All right, so I'm going to put this. The store is ready to open.
Shop hoppers are waiting.
They're breaking down the door.
Yeah. Okay. So this one I thought was fun. And I'll just do one to show you. I may not use the stamps the approved way, but they work for me.
There are no rules.
So that's what this one's going to be. I'm going to use those circles on there with this Stays On ink. And I just really grabbed a color. So I don't know if it's a current color, old color, whatever. So that one's there. So I apply the ink a little bit differently than people do, I think. I go and keep the stamp and I make sure it's down so it's not moving. I have it on an ATC size paper. And then I take my ATC and go this way.
And Naya said she aged a photo with brown and yellow matte tints.
Ooh.
And she's making a card with that. So we look forward to seeing that. I see you'll be back in time for jams. So we'll see you not tomorrow, next week.
Next week. Okay, so that was fast to go ahead and do that. And they are wonderful to trade. There's online trading groups. You know, you can check Facebook. There's groups that do that. We have our group here that meets the third Sunday of the month. If you're local and can come in, and you can trade ATCs, make anywhere from 10 to 20. I did 8 because that's what the paper fit. So they're there to trade as well. And yes, I will have some for this month, obviously, that I will have to trade. All right. I hope that you have a creative day and that we have inspired you to try something new. And next week will be the Bernina Ruffler, which is the foot of the month. And then the following week, I will do artist trading cards with fabric. And we'll have that for you as well. All right. Have a creative day. Thank you for joining us.